Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. I am Coach Sherry, and this video is being recorded in my favorite park in Uptown Charlotte. It is the Greens. I had done a walkthrough video for you not too long ago of this park. I love it, love it, love it. It is smack dab in the middle of Uptown, and it's nestled in between St. Peter's Church, which is a historical landmark. Just beyond those trees and even a little bit further is the convention center and the light rail. This is the old Wells Fargo building, which they converted into amazing townhomes and condos, as well as beautiful museums and restaurants. And there's restaurants down on this end as well. You can't really see. There's a water fountain just beyond those bushes, and North Tryon, which is a busy intersection and a main street going through Charlotte. And I just love that so much can be going on in a city, in a town, or, and then you have this peace because, you have this park that's so unexpected, which is what I love. That's one of the reasons why I also love lake living, because you can be in chaos and then when you come home, you have the beautiful lake. And that is something that I miss. I need to be near water again, because this right here in this type of weather, 75 degrees in April, is just amazing. And I can definitely appreciate a nice big body of water right now. But what I wanted to share with you is my manifestation journal. I have this manifestation journal that I was able to secure, and it is a journal that I use on a daily basis. I use it as my calendar. I use it for my daily calendaring, my monthly calendaring. It has so many different writing prompts that help you stay focused and stay the course. The beginning of it helps you to kind of map out your year, write down all of your goals, how you will achieve those goals, why those goals are important to you. It also has a space for a vision board so that you can capture the things that you want to do in pictures or in words. And it's just a really good book to have it all in one place so that you can reflect. And each month, at the end of the month, and we are close to the end of the month, tomorrow's the last day of April. Can you believe it? It's almost summertime. But at any rate, tomorrow's the last day of April. And I wanted to have you do your reflections with me. So I encourage you right now to get your pen and paper out. If you have a journal, I encourage you to get the journal. I'm going to share with you the writing prompts that are in this manifestation journal, and you can write them out and capture your own thoughts. So for this month of April, the quote is from Oprah Winfrey, and it's, "The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate." And that is so true. You need to find even the smallest thing to celebrate. So many people only celebrate major milestones like a birthday or anniversary, but every day there's a little something that you should try to find that you can celebrate. So for this month, the first prompt is celebrate your top 10 achievements. What are your top 10 achievements that you had for the month of April? So just sharing mine. One is that I completed a presentation. I am going to be a presenter at a national conference next month, and I had to put together my presentation. I would have done it last minute probably, but the organization wanted all of the presenters to record their presentations. So I had to do it and pre-record it. I was able to do it at a podcast location, which was really cool. I really should have taken some pictures there, but I was able to do it. It's done. The organizers, they love it, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with people from all around the world when I go to this conference. Right now it makes me feel good that it's done because I don't have to do it. All I have to do now is just continuously review it and make sure that it's tight and right. Okay. What did you learn this month? Every month, just about every day, you should think about things that you learned that day. What did you learn not to do? What did you learn that was new? What was successful? What did you learn? So for me, I learned how to write a policy. I never had to write a policy before, and I was given that opportunity to do so. And it was challenging, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. And I'm really happy to say that I was able to complete it, and I'm hopeful that it will be approved. What were some of your distractions, your mental blockers, your fears for this month? So I didn't have many distractions. I want to say maybe the fact that I'm experiencing some pain in one of my arms, and every now and again it'll hurt without me doing anything. It's almost like, remember, I'm still here. I still hurt. So that was probably one of my biggest distractor. How did you make yourself feel good this month? So for me, it was going to my health coach, and I'm going to do a whole nother video on having a health coach. That person is really dynamic. She's my accountability partner and has been very beneficial in helping me strategize how to live a healthier and just a healthier lifestyle. So I'm going to do another video on that another time. What did not happen for you this month, and why? I can't say nothing happened for me this month. Everything I set out to do this month basically happened, and I am really pleased about that. I feel very accomplished this month. This month was definitely busy. I was able to prioritize and really map out each day and able to accomplish everything on my to-do list. So this month was good. What are the greatest insights that you have gained over the past month? For me, I want to say it's that communication is key. I always knew that communication was key, but I'm working with a new group of individuals who are subject matter experts. They are amazing. And, communicating with them, understanding what they do, how they do it, and how we can collaborate has been so key. It's not about working in silos. It's about really sharing knowledge and seeing how everyone can support. And all of that takes communication. So I am very pleased, that I've come to realize that as an insight. How do you feel about your progress this month? How did you stay in the flow of allowing and enjoying the journey regardless of the outcome? So I want to say, with that, you should consider oftentimes, people will set out to do something, and it may not end as favorable for them as they had hoped. And because of that, they get a feeling of defeat and they give up and they just don't want to continue. But you have to enjoy the journey. Sometimes it's not about what the actual outcome is. Sometimes it's really just the journey. And what did it do for you? How did the journey make you feel? Did you feel like you really pushed yourself? Were you off balance? I love being off balance. That means that you're growing. When I was writing the policy, I was off balance, but I knew that I was growing. I was gaining a new skill. So no matter how uncomfortable I may have felt going through that, in that journey, in that moment, I still knew that I was going to come out with something new, a new knowledge that no one could ever take from me. appreciate the journey. Look at your surroundings. If you are in an office space, step outside and look how beautiful things are. It's the spring of the year. Flowers are blooming. Trees are getting leaves. What are the things that are going on around you? Listen to the birds. Listen to the children's laughter. Listen to the water. There's so many ways that you can really and truly enjoy the journey. The next is, what obstacles or fears did you encounter inside of yourself? So sometimes you can be your own worst enemy. You can sabotage yourself. One of the things I always tell my clients and my students is to be mindful of your inside voice. That's the voice that tells you that you can do it, or in many cases that you can't. Do not listen to the one that's telling you you can't, and you have absolute control over your inside voice. You can tell yourself to think differently. You can really, it's going to take a conscious effort. It's not always going to happen naturally, so you have to really be focused and really listen to yourself. And when you hear yourself saying something of what you can't do, immediately change your mindset. Eventually, you continuously changing your mindset to something more positive, it will be that way for you naturally. Next is, what did you learn from watching your emotional vibration daily? What was the most common negative emotion, and how did you accept, let go, and move up the emotional scale? So for me, I'm very conscious of my emotional vibrations. I really try to protect them. So I hope that you are too, protecting them, not letting people take advantage of you, not working beyond your capacity just to prove something to someone, or sometimes to prove to yourself. You are not proving anything to anyone if you are not really performing at your best, being your healthiest. So definitely, be very mindful of your emotional vibrations. Don't let things get to you. Understand that you cannot control what other people say, do, or think. However, you can control your thoughts, your actions, and your words. Did you fully enjoy whatever you was doing this month? Were you really there, or were you just showing up? How can you be more present? Being more present is so important. A lot of times people focus on what they have no control over, the what ifs. What ifs don't happen 98% of the time, and that is what a lot of people focus on. They focus on when they're not with someone, what that other person is doing. They focus on a situation that they have no ability to help fix. And that's something that I also coach my clients and my students on, when they're worried about what's going on at home. And I know life happens, I know that, but let where you're at be your safe place. If you are in school, if you are at work, if you are in your car, if you are at a game watching your children play, wherever you are, stay very present. If you are with a group of friends, having dinner, having lunch, having a drink, having a cigar, enjoy that moment, be there. And then when you get to wherever else you have to be, where there's a situation, handle that situation when you are there. You can't do anything when you're not there. So be present where you're at, and you will find that you will have so much more joy in your life, and you will remember so much more. I hope you had a good experience with this, and I hope you look forward to doing this. I'm gonna try and do it every month at the end, but that was your reflections. Those were the writing prompts for the reflections for the month of April. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment and let me know, what were your thoughts on doing this reflection exercise. It is very important to reflect, not just monthly, but also daily. On your way home, when you get home, while you're taking your shower, just those little quiet moments. It doesn't take a lot, but it's very necessary for you to continue on your professional as well as personal growth. I enjoy sharing this with you, and thank you so much for rocking with me and taking your time out to listen. And until we speak again, remember, practice so hard that when you play, you will always play to win. This has been Real Talk with Coach Sherry.